Greetings from Buckley Air Force Base. Lieutenant Colonel James Riemann here, and I'm going to film a short little video here to answer some of the common questions about applying for a pilot position here at Buckley. And a lot of this will be relevant, I believe, to any pilot position that you're looking at out there in the Air National Guard. At least some of the principles will be the same. I've had an opportunity to sit down individually with a lot of you, and over the years thought about trying to put something like this together so that you'll have some access on the internet to answer some of the more commonly asked questions. One of the things we've tried to do is put together a frequently asked questions site on our website, buckleypilotjob.com, and so please look through the questions and answers there, and as questions come up, don't hesitate to email either myself or Captain Hull, who is going to be assisting with the upcoming board. Let's talk a little bit about hiring boards in general. Our next hiring board is going to be this fall, in the fall of 2012, the month of September. There's two types of boards, generally speaking. There is a UPT board and a traditional board. UPT stands for Undergraduate Pilot Training. That is where we're selecting an individual that is not yet a pilot to go to one of our allocated spots to get their commission if they don't have it yet, then go on to pilot training, F-16 school, survival school, and come back to us about 2.5 to 3 years later after they were hired, putting them through what we call the pipeline. Some people refer to this as hiring a baby rabbit. Some units only interview enlisted folks from their units. We certainly give a lot of consideration to folks that are enlisted in our unit, but we're not exclusive to them in terms of an interview. We do entertain applicants from other Guard units and then also people who are not yet commissioned in the military. And so we have a nice variety to select from. At Buckley, we usually have upwards of over 100 applicants, and don't let that intimidate you, but be realistic in your expectations that it is a very competitive environment. One of the great things at Buckley is generally the folks that we do interview are alternates, or the folks that don't quite make it. We're almost always able to help them find a flying position at another Guard unit. So that's the good news. One of the principles that I hope that you focus on is that as you're looking to pursue a pilot position here at Buckley, don't be closed-minded to other units. Lots of times the variable has less to do with you individually and more to do with the timing at an individual unit. And whether it's because they're transitioning to a different piece of equipment, because a local airline there started hiring, or a lot of guys were near the same age and retired close to the same period of time. Sometimes timing can be very beneficial at a place that maybe wasn't at the top of your list, but if it's important to you to fly jets in the military, it's worth considering having applications in at several units. One other principle I'll impress upon you frequently is to utilize the other folks in the application process as assets. Really develop a spirit of camaraderie and teamwork. You'll see some familiar faces as you get on the circuit, as we call it, and go to the different Guard units that might be conducting upcoming boards. Work together. The more you help each other out, in the long run, that goodwill and good nature and karma, if you will, always, I found, comes around to benefit you. If you're looking to step over or upon someone to further your own interests, that almost never serves you well in the long run. So back to the boards. The other type of board we don't have one of these coming up immediately, but is a traditional board. That is for someone usually who's already flying in the military. They are very narrow sometimes, where we're specifically looking to hire F-16 pilots, current and qualified only, and sometimes they're a little broader, where we will entertain people that have flown or are flying different weapon systems. A lot of that depends on the availability of F-16 training courses, and we don't have a lot of control over that. Some things that are affecting our unit and the Air National Guard as a whole that I want everyone to be mindful of. One of them, of course, is budget cuts. Several Guard units will go away this year, and so there will be young pilots from other units looking to flow other places. We certainly want to try to help take care of those guys. Our UPT board right now does not look like that will be a specific opportunity to that, but we always encourage anyone interested in flying at Buckley to keep a resume on file with us. And the easiest way to do that is to email it to the addresses that we update pretty frequently there on buckleypilotjob.com. All right, so now you've determined which board that you're eligible for or that you're shooting for. What do you do? The first thing is to put together your package. And that package is very important. I encourage you to make it as clean, neat, concise, single-bound document. We go through a lot of packages, and it just makes it a lot easier on us when we don't have stacks of paper flying all over the place. So a nice single-bound document, simply with the items listed on the website in there. You really don't need to provide anything extra, but do please do a good job of providing the items in there. We do look at the entire package. We do look at the entire person, everything from AFO QT scores, college transcripts, letters of recommendation. I can't say that one is more important than the other, but what a sharp package will do is to help get you that interview. The other thing that will help get you the interview is showing up here in Denver, Colorado. And we recognize that that can be cost prohibitive and it's not possible for everyone, but we do have 2 upcoming opportunities where we encourage anyone interested in applying for our upcoming UPT board to come pay us a visit. One of those is our June drill, which is June 1st through the 3rd, and the other one is our August drill, which I believe is August 5th through the 7th. And if you look at the website, there's some instructions on how to get yourself on base, or at least get contact with somebody that will help you get on base and get to know the pilots in the squadron. Here's why that's important. It's not necessarily like rushing a fraternity, but the criteria that we hire on has a lot to do with your character, your flying experience, your potential to develop as a fighter pilot and as an officer. But the bottom line, that way that I phrase it to people, is we want to hire someone that when we go to combat, we can look down our wing line at and have confidence that they're going to do their job in the jet to protect not only themselves, but also to protect their wingmen and to carry out the mission of the Colorado Air National Guard in a lethal fashion. After we land the jet, of course, we're going to be spending some time together, so we want it to be a person that we know a little bit about and that we enjoy spending some time with. The Air National Guard, a little bit different than the active duty forces, where you could literally spend 20 years in a single guard unit. And for that reason, we like to get to know the guys that we're interviewing, because it truly is a long-term commitment that we are making to them and that they are also making to us. So that's why I think visiting is extremely important. The interviews themselves usually last around 30 minutes, and I don't think the questions are really unique to any type of employment interview that you might see. There are question banks out there I know that other guard units have generated. We like to know things you've done well, things you've done poorly and maybe learned from, mistakes that you've made. We want to see what your character is. What type of person are you going to be to work with? What type of pilot are you going to be to fly with? And what type of leader are you going to be to help carry on the proud tradition that we have here at the 120th Fighter Squadron? So that's just a quick overview of some things to think about as we approach this next upcoming UPT board. As always, we welcome your email inquiries, and we've got all that information updated on buckleypilotjob.com. And you can also feel free to call me at any time. I'll do my best to get back to you in a timely fashion. Hope this video has helped out a little bit, and we'll look forward to your next visit. I wish you the best of luck in your pursuit of an opportunity to be a fighter pilot or a pilot somewhere in the Air National Guard. It is truly a unique opportunity to serve your state, your country, in terms of being an aviator and also a soldier. Take care, and we wish you the best of luck.